Alam mo kasi, men, may nauso ngayon.
Ano?
It really hurts.
It really hurts. Yun nga.
Ang magmahal ng ganito.
Bago pa tayo magkamahalan, bago nyo pamahalin ang mga teams na to, pasalamatan muna natin ang ating official tournament telco partner, Smart. Forge stronger bonds with your team as you conquer the battlefield with Smart Gig Games. Enjoy 1 gig games all day for Mobile Legends, Facebook Gaming, and more. Just dial star 123 #now and choose Gig Games
99.
Official sponsor, Butters,
Realme.
Realme is celebrating their first Realme Fest and #DareToBeRealme campaign. Visit their official Facebook site, fb.com/RealmePhilippines to know more. Official sponsor, Gillette. Get up to 50 diamonds with every purchase of Gillette's Mac 3 Razor, Vector 3 Razor, or Blue 3 Simple 4S pack in select pure gold doors nationwide. #Save the day with Gillette. Partner in esports, PayMaya. Get 7% balik bayad when you purchase your gaming pins via PayMaya, the better way to pay. Promo runs up until August 31. Partner in esports, TikTok. Kailangan nyo lang i-search ang #Mobile Legends sa TikTok at makaka-witness kayo ng mga legendary videos. Again, all you need to do is to search #Mobile Legends on TikTok to watch legendary videos. Official gaming headset partner, Logitech G. Here like a pro and powered by Moonton.
Nabilisan ka doon.
Men, kaya ako binilisan.
Bakit mo binilisan?
Kasi excited na ako dito sa laban na to. Kaninang umaga pa hinihintay.
Bakit kaninang umaga mo pa hinihintay?
Kasi Bren versus Aura PH
tama naman.
Eto yung eto na yung point na may tatawag na sa phone mo
Oo, si Mr.
Si Mr. Valdez
Si Mr. V.
Si Mr. V
Alam mo, eto na lang nga. There's actually always a triumvirate o a triangle formation of teams na tatlo sila and they try to fight it off for the top spot. Now, at the pinnacle of everything, nasa pinakataas ng daliri mo. Yan. Ito ang Aura PH.
Sila to.
Sila yan.
Okay.
Doon sa kabilang side. Ito.
Sino yan?
Si Onyx PH yan.
Onyx PH, malaya. Ito. Sino yan?
Si Bren Esports.
Yan ang top 3
Yes.
nung last season.
Yes. Sila yung top 3 and right now the expectations for these players are really high.
Sobrang taas nga talaga. Butter, since sinabi mo na Aura PH ang nasa taas, sila ang una nating makikilala dito sa A Minute to Meet Aura PH.
Trabaho sa TKL as sales representative. Bali, ginibak ko siya para makapasok sa MPL.
Bago ako mag-MPL, quit ako ng ML kasi nga nanganap yung asawa ko. So, kinuha lang ulit ako nung season 3 na.
Gusto ko po mag-pro kasi gusto ko patunayan na kahit bata kami, kaya ko makipagsabayan sa mga veterans na player.
Nung nag-start kasi ako nung ML, challenge ako dun sa ranking system. Tapos nung season 1 hanggang epic lang ako, hindi ko nakuha yung highest na legend. Tapos ang dami kong trinay sa Lian na squad pero na-reject ako. Tapos ayun yung parang naging motivation ko para mag-pro.
Daming nagsasabi na yung laro ni Grid hindi pang MPL, gano'n.
AURAPH, Aura PH. The champions. Sino-sino ba yung mga yan, Butters?
There's going to be Raflesia, KillVJ, Kilowash, Greed, JP, and Renjo, your back-to-back champions.
Yep.
And man, oh man, this team, alam na alam ko ngayon, nag-iinit sila. The Aura Fire is burning bright.
It's burning bright,
Yes.
shine bright. Parang week number 1, we cannot emphasize this enough. Man, that strategy that they pulled off hanggang ngayon, pinag-uusapan ng bayan, and again, lagi tayong may nakikitang historic plays mula dito sa Aura PH. Look at their KDAs, man. Hindi nagkakalayo eh. Siguro
Yeah.
si Raplesha lang kasi I think Raplesha has the most deaths from this squad.
Nasa kanya yung 21 deaths.
Oo, nasa kanya yung 21 deaths. Pero without that, this is the reason why this team is yung binansagan nating we win as one talaga. we win as one talaga na galaw. Oo.
Sacrificial, this team will do everything that they are capable of doing para lang makuha yung panalo.
Oo. Pero, like what you've said, Butters, kalaban nila dito, ang isa rin sa mga crowd favorites. Ladies and gentlemen, panoorin naman natin ang video ng Bren Esports.
Dati ako nag-aaral sa University of Cebu. Pumunta lang ako dito sa Manila para maging pro player.
Pinagsasabay ko yung ML tsaka pag-aaral ko. Nakita ng parents ko yung disiplina ko sa paglalaro at pag-aaral, kaya pinayagan niya ako mag-pro player.
Nag-pro ako kasi nakapasok kami ng MPL Season 2 qualifier, tapos nag-top 3 kami, tapos yun, nagtuloy-tuloy.
Passion ko talaga yung paglalaro. Tsaka nakita ko na sobrang laki talaga ng Mobile Legends dito sa Pilipinas, lalo na yung prize pool tsaka fanbase nila. Tapos nabago ng Mobile Legends yung buhay ko. Sobrang proud sa akin ng magulang ko. Kaya pinush nila na maglaro ako hanggang makaabot ako ng SEA Games.
Mas pinili ko na yung passion ko kaysa sa mag-aaral.
The All-Star Squad, Bren Esports, Pew, Revo, Carl TZ, Lusty, Flap, TZ, and EJ. Ang squad kung saan kinakatakutan ng iba't ibang mga players din. Automatic na kapag nakatapat mo ang Bren Esports, alam mo na pwede ka mabugbog. Butters, Bren, nanalo sila nung kanilang previous series. Sila din ang nagbinyag ng 5-man ban. Ano pa ang mga pwede nating expect? Parang lahat na ata na pwede natin expect napakita na ng Bren eh.
Yeah. And Bren Esports, they win their games in dominating fashion, which explains literally the high KD rate this team has. Although hindi naman laging 2-0 yung mga pangyayari on their side, but still, it is, sabihin na lang natin, nakikita or obvious dito na sobrang successful ng bawat player sa kanilang role.
Yes. Isang team na alam yung macro play style, isang team na talagang napapagana ang kanilang superstar, which is si Carl TZ. I like the adjustment na ginawa ng Bren on putting in another child prodigy, Flap TZ. Tinatawag natin silang TZ Brothers. And it seems like yung formula na to sa kanila ay nag-work kasi nagkakaroon sila ng kanya-kanyang identity. Pag sinabi mong si Few, ito yung support type na ma-action din. Look at the KDA, 4.27. Sinabi mong Rebo, the Rebo Doctor plays. Yung bigla ang clutch plays. Lusty with the tankiness na meron siya yung mga steals. And Flap TZ as the Robin to their Batman na si Carl TZ.
Inisipin mo yung bitter rivals from MPL Season 1 to Season 2. Ngayon, nagsama sa isang roster para rebuild ang dynasty nila pareho. And that is one of the things na tinitignan ko dito sa favor for favor. Medyo mahirap sa akin sabihin to.
Sige.
Ang daming R.
Okay lang.
Okay,
Naiintindihan namin. Naiintindihan namin.
Alam niyo naman na to.
Gusto mo ulitin mo pa eh.
Fair.
Oh. Hindi kita inuuto. Hindi kita inuuto, Butters. Sige.
One.
Mabagal ah.
Mabagal.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. Favor for favor.
Yun.
Yan.
Big words.
Big words.
Big words. Ayan ang tinitle natin. Ang interesting eh kasi, men, itong dalawang to talagang, wala na ako, sasabihin ko na agad, speechless na ako agad kasi ayoko na mag-expect. Alam ko na lang magiging explosive yung laban na to. By the way, may tumatawag ata, Butters.
Sino?
Teka lang gagamitin ko lang yung
Teka, naka-group.
Naka-group call.
Nag-group call.
Realme 6.
Realme 6.
Ito, Realme 6 Pro. Teka lang gagamitin. Ito, nag-message. Sabi, Manjin and Butters, pasa nyo na lang muna kay Wolf para sa ating post-match analysis kasi mamaya for sure baka daw game 3. So, Wolf, sabi ni Ginoong Valdez, ikaw daw muna.
Tumawag din sa akin eh. Saktong-sakto. Pero maraming salamat sa ating mga casters, Manjin and Butters. Fervor for favor, big words ang kanilang description. This is a very interesting title header sa ating laban between Aura and Bren. Ang dami nang nagtatanong ano ba ang ibig sabihin. But for me to answer that, I kind of need to address at tinatawag nating elephant in the room. Hindi masyado napapag-usapan from MPL Season 4, Season 5 na ang Aura PH or Sunsparks back then ay nagkakaroon ng talagang git-gitan with Bren Esports, lalong-lalo na they are technically under the same franchise or clan, right? And alam natin na this is a contest between them. Sino nga ba talaga ang mas malakas? Was it the Sunsparks back then versus Bren Esports, no MPL Season 4 and Season 5, or No Limit at a certain point versus the main Bren Esports? And until now, we still can't decide sino ba talaga ang mas malakas sa team na to. Buti na lang ang Aura, sabi nila, sige, itatapal namin sa inyo yung dalawang championships namin. Bren Esports, however, the people who are here, the players who are here, tinatawag natin the gold medalists. As gold as their colors, ganon karami na rin yung achievements ng Bren Esports. Now, they're gonna be battling once again in this featured matchup that we have. And napakaganda ng stats ng Bren Esports. Unfortunately for Aura PH, dahil dun sa kanilang mga shenanigans sa tinatawag natin, mga strategies na kanilang pinapakita dito sa MPL Season 6, hindi na ganun ka-impressive yung stats nila. Imagine meron kang 21 deaths on a specific hero. For sure, yung stats mo, papangit. But Bren Esports, however, they have the child prodigies that's worth to mention. Ngayon, syempre, nandyan si Carl TZ, alam naman natin, the golden boy of MPL, now playing for Bren Esports. Tapos dinagdag pa nila si Flap TZ going up against Aura PH na meron ding, not to mention, by the way guys, yung idol na mga kids natin, si Few, nasa Bren Esports din. This is the star head-to-head matchup, and so far, toss-up pa rin between Aura PH and Bren Esports every time na magkikita sila. There's one championship obviously for the Bren Esports franchise, 2 championships for Aura PH. And so far, so good sa kanilang start this season. Ang ganda ng kanilang pinakita agad when it comes to their series. There's a lot of support, however, for Aura PH, knowing that they are the champions. But Bren Esports, this is a team that features the best players out there. Gusto ko lang din i-mention between these teams na kailangan natin pag-usapan ang mga bata sa para sa teams na to. You know what? There was a time where si Carl TZ ay tinawag na child prodigy, going Aura PH as well. May time na nung nasa kanila si Kel VJ, meron mga tournaments na hindi nasalian ang squad ng Aura PH na kasama si Kel VJ dahil masyado pa siyang bata. That's also to with Bren Esports. Si Flap TZ, when he entered the pro scene, kinailangan pang maghintay ng ilang buwan para masali siya because Flap TZ is also one of the youngest players now in the scene. And syempre, magkakaroon tayo ngayon ng konting patigasan ng mga paastigan ng mga batang players. Flap TZ is there. You also will look at Carl TZ as well as Kelvin, the King. And there's going to be, I think, a lot of high-leveled or highly mechanically skilled plays from both teams. Ngayon, we talked about Flap TZ and how electric he could be, how yung kanyang mechanics, yung mga outplay, basically. At yun yung pwede natin expect mula dito kay Flap TZ, especially with a KDA of 4.63 as an offlaner or as a fighter. Kiluash, on the other hand, iba naman yung playstyle. More on the gulang factor na sinasabi nga natin. Kung sa mga liga ng basketball na napapanood nyo sa inyong mga kanto, mayroon tinatawag na mga nanggugulang, yung nambabraso, well, pwedeng mag-translate yon sa playstyle ni Kiluash. Kaya nga naman tinatawag siyang 5 minutes, di ba? Mr. 5 minutes BOD. Kasi alam niya kung paano i-take advantage yung limitations ng mga hero niya at nung team niya para manalo. Now, looking at the star head-to-head, it's Raflesha versus Rebo. Now, MPL Season 5, you can really say na pareha sila ng role. That Rebo is playing sometimes the support and Raflesha is mainly just tank support. But now Rebo is, I think, playing as their side laners. side laner or mainstay na core na ngayon si Rebo as he has been playing for the longest time, and definitely siya yung naging cornerstone na ngayon ng Bren Esports. Yung championship squad ng MPL Season 1 nandun si Rebo, at until now siya pa rin ang isa sa mga nagtataguyod ng watawat ng Bren Esports. And very impressive stats, of course, from Rebo, but not much kay Raflesha. Unfortunately, guys, hindi kayo pwedeng magdepende dun sa stats ni Raflesha because this is a guy who played Diggy na nag-feed, right? So you cannot depend on his KDA, but you can depend on the unique heroes that this guy can play. Revo now playing as more of a core. What I really would want to mention before we get it back to the casters is now Few is more on that captain-ish role. Si El Capitan, Idol Makid's Few, nasa supporting role na ngayon, mainstay. Siguro makita ulit natin siya sa core down the line. But for now, I like that he's playing as the quarterback of the team of Bren Esports, giving them more direction when it comes to their team fights. Ang dami ko na nasabi, mga kaibigan, pero sure ako mas marami pang masasabi yung mga idol natin, mga casters. Monjin and Butters, kayo na muna ulit.
Maraming salamat, mas idol namin na Wolf. Ayan. Tama si Wolf. Actually, both of these teams changing the formula of every season that they will go through. And I like the adjustments actually na pinaka sa side ng Bren. Kasi again, these guys are alphas sa kanilang teams. So with this all-star mixture na meron sila, I think with the fact din na nag-fail sila last season, mas nagkaroon sila ngayon dito ng ability to, hey, anong pwede nating i-adjust, sinong magiging bida, sinong magiging quarterback, sinong magiging ultimate playmaker. And talagang nakakatakot. Sobrang ganda ng formula ngayon ng Bren Esports alongside with Ducky. But this time, they're up against a squad na ang taas ng consistency, Butters. It's the Arcadia versus Ducky matchup. Ano pa? Ano pa ba ang pwede nating sabihin dito? Kasi yun na yun eh. Yun na yun eh.
Itong mga team na to, they're really close to, close to sa isa't isa.
Oo.
They've been sabihin na lang natin na pati yung coaches nila to a point is close din. They have this certain differences in understanding slightly, but they actually talk it out. And this is the bond that was not, sabihin na natin, hindi naman nahati itong bond na to.
Yeah.
It's still there, but right now, they see themselves on the opposite sides of the map. And that is going to be the factor dito for Aura PH. Now, Aura PH, I think the moment that lumipat talaga, alam mo yon, they have more to prove now. Bren Esports, alam mo yon, kumbaga parang papakita lang nila na, hoy, kami na to.
Kami na, hindi na kami ang secondary team. Na dati kasi, pag sinabing yung dating tawag sa Aura, which is Sunsparks, na sister team ng Bren, no? Mas secondary team. Pero ngayon, hindi na eh. Kasi Aura, they dictate the draft, they dictate the match itself. Sa sobrang nire-respeto ngayon ng Bren, ang Aura, binana rin yung Diggy. So ngayon, parang merong running trend na kung sino yung magpaban ng Diggy, automatic, 4 bans na lang sila, Butters. Oo.
At ito kung titignan mo yung mga teams, medyo bumaba yung galaw dito ng Aura PH. Kahapon, nasa taas ka ng electric pan eh. Gumagalaw mag-isa. Gumagalaw mag-isa. Pero ito sila.
And this is a classic Raplesha move. The Raplesha tingin sa camera jutsu to intimidate. To intimidate.
Tinan mo si ano?
The enemies.
Tinan mo si Big Papa G.
Si Big Papa G.
Nasa tabi niya.
Pumupood trip pa ata si Big Papa G eh.
Tinan mo, ang daming. Hindi ko alam kung nagsasalita si Big Papa G.
Oo.
Nagsasalita.
Hindi
naman pala
pumupuya.
Kala mo naman nagpaparis na si Big Papa G.
Hindi pa pala. Pero eto na. Tursa, binigyan na kagad ng unang sapak. Tinanggalan ng Farsa dito ang Aura PH. Few is also a guy that can play this aggressively. Like what we've said, the adjustments coming in from the both teams. Few now leading the pack sa pag-command. And ang interesting din yung naging adjustment ng Aura kasi this time, si Raflesha yung pinili nilang captain. So, magkaiba eh. Kasi si Raflesha, he plays the tank support. Meanwhile, Few plays the main support utility. So, yung ganong klaseng mindset sa dalawang teams, I think dun pwede magkatalo, Butters.
Yeah. And let's see, they're both supports. They have good understanding of the map. And I feel that both teams dito are getting what they want. Bren Esports, they put a high priority on Farsa. And sa totoo lang, naiintindihan ko yan because Farsa is by far the best support na meron tayo ngayon dito sa MPL or a PH. They go for Khalid. And sabi nila, another one.
Another one.
Let's go for the Cho.
Let's go. Cho and Khalid for Aura PH. But there you go. This is Bren Esports. Quickly picking the Esmeralda and the Hilda. Ang bilis ng wala nang isip-isip, Butters. It seems like alam agad ng Bren yung pwedeng pasok ng Aura dito. Kasi Aura, they're taking their time. They're really taking their time. Itong Cho and Khalid, matagal yan napili. Tapos ngayon, mahabang diskusyon ang ginagawa ng Aura PH.
Aura PH dito, they're thinking about it kung paano nila i-set up to. Are they gonna go for a support? Or are they gonna go for a tank? Kasi kung titignan mo dito, Atlas is actually available. Wala nang Digi, pwede sila mag-Atlas if they want to. Aura PH, they go for the Kagura and they give proper, sabihin na natin, proper answers para dito kay Few, kung siya man yung gagamit netong Farsa na to.
This is actually the Grid special na nakita natin ng mga previous games din ni Grid. Aura PH right now, I think there's a trend for the side of Aura PH na hinuhuli nila yung support picks on Rafflesia and on actually yun na nga si Grid. So pwede pang actually pwede pang actually nilang i-flex then yung pick ni JP. Ay sorry, ni Kiluwash kasi may times din na si KLBJ can pull off this Joe. Pero I think sabi ng Bren, hindi Manjin. E-Exborgin na ni KLBJ yan. Nice Exborg para sa side ng Bren.
Yes, as we've said, that is the Aura PH special. And that is actually, sabihin na natin, ayan na naman. That is actually kind of, para sa akin, napaka-unusual nung ban na ginawa dito ng Bren Esports. Because lahat kasi ng pwede puntahan dito ni Exborg na fill in na eh. Hindi mo naman din ilalagay talaga si Cho onto the tank role kung meron kayong Kilowash na pwede gumamit sa kanya. Hindi, kung magiging support naman, andyan na yung Grid Hero.
Oo nga eh. So alam na to. Pero I think they're targeting KLBJ pa din sa side ng Bren Esports. I think may sense pa rin yung Exborg ban. Kasi nga, you're an Esmeralda and a Hilda eh. And what you do with the Esmeralda and the Hilda, you really need to sustain. And what does Exborg give? Exborg gives damage and it controls the lane. So I like it. I like the philosophy behind it. I just want to say na naka-championship upo ngayon si Few.
Oo.
At kapag ganyan ang upo at kinakamot mo pa yung paa mo, ibig sabihin niyan ML na ML ka na.
Oo. At dito, nakikita mo si Carl.
Oo.
Tamang chill na upo lang.
Oo, hindi pa championship mode.
Si Flap,
si JYP.
Si JYP medyo patulog na eh.
Oo. Hindi mo nga alam kung tulog eh.
Oo.
Parang
si JYP.
Si JYP, boy. Alam nyo guys, kung hindi nyo kilala si JYP, i-search nyo na, makikita nyo ang tatay ni Flap.
JYP.
Mr. JYP.
Si Mr. JYP. Ang kalaban ni Mr. Valdez.
Kalaban ni Mr. Valdez. Nandito pala sa Bren Esports. Aura P. Oh! JP's Claude is back.
Sabi dito nung side nung Bren Esports.
Oo.
Kung meron kayong JP, meron kaming
JYP. Kompleto naman pala.
Kompleto Ricardo, pero alam mo, ito
Oo.
Katulad na sinabi mo, Manjin,
Claude is back.
This is one of the heroes na nakakatakot pag nahawakan ni JP.
Yeah.
It's, kung may mga, sabihin na natin kung may mga nakakaalala pa nung Season 4 to Season 5, you have to remember kung gaano kagaling mag-handle ng mga marksman si JP. Yes, magaling siya sa Ling. We're knowing him for playing Gushon, Ling, and Lancelot. Pero ang galing talaga ni JP kapag gumagamit siya ng marksman.
He really knows when to attack and when to go out. And like what you've said, sobrang nostalgic nito na makikita natin ulit yung Claude sa kamay ni Daddy JP. Going back to the picks and bans though, I like the decision of Bren Esports kasi nga pwedeng flex pa tong Cho eh. Di pa natin alam saan papasok to. That's why they banned out the Atlas still for the Rafflesia Hero. Pero back siya. Okay, so this is the Rafflesia Hero. KLBJ will go for the Khalid. Okay, sorry. I made a mistake this time. Hindi ko nakita yung Khalid. But yes, magkakalid na si KLBJ and Kiluwas chose special. So, Butters, looking at the draft, men, ang daming sustain ngayon and damage para sa Bren. Yung damage ng Aura, late game papapasok dito. I think na Bren ang nag-drive nung draft.
Yeah.
So, ang ibibigay kong prediction for game 1, mukhang Bren.
I would have to go with Bren as well. I mean, accounted for yung Khalid. If Khalid doesn't have a good game, a good early game, madaming ways para i-deal with sa kanya itong Bren Esports. Itong Bren Esports. So, Aura PH, they have a good chance of winning this as well as long as makapag-farm si JP. Pero alam ko, Bren Esports has a way to, you know, counter that as well. And being that the two teams has the two best coaches, probably one of the two, alam mo yun, kumbaga sila yung isa sa mga best coaches dito sa Pilipinas. Alam ko natansyan na nila yung isa't isa.
Yeah, they really know their strengths and weaknesses. Man, malalaman na lang natin. So we voted for Bren, but again, ilang beses na tayong pinatunayang mali ng Aura PH. Mukhang nangyari lang talaga na nag-react ng todo itong Aura PH sa pagdikta ng Bren sa laban. Pero nagsalita na si Ate Girl. Welcome to Mobile Legends. Butters, let's now look to the emblems of both of these teams. Pero umpisa pa lang, gera na kagad.
I'm actually looking at it na talagang pipilit dito ng Aura PH na pababain yung buhay ni Lusty dito. Lusty was forced to use the regen. Rafflesia dito, hindi pa niya ginagamit. Tingnan mo yung ginagawa nila dito. They're actually putting pressure na sabihin na lang natin bumaba yung buhay ng isa't isa para makapag-setup sila na maayos dun sa sarili nilang buff.
And it seems like nalugi sa poke ang Aura dahil nga itong side ng Bren merong Farsa na kaya kang damagean mula pa lang sa malayo against a Baksha and against yung Kagura kasi may time na pwede mo maiwasan talaga kapag naunahan mo. But still, Aura PH, sila pa rin ang nauna dito sa pagkuha ng kanilang purple.
That was good damage coming out here from Few and that is why level 2 lang ang kailangan ni Farsa. Gina yan.
Gina. Parang Logitech G.
Parang Logitech G. And alam mo yun, simple lang naman yung ginagawa nila dito eh. They are putting a lot of pressure to the mid lane obviously. And mabilis nilang pinupush back tong mabilis nilang pinupush tong mga waves. Para si JP kasi di ba umuwi? So ibig sabihin, they're actually denying some gold and some XP kay JP.
At mahirap pa dito, you're up against a Mountain Shocker Ultimate. If you are JP, kailangan mo mag-position na maayos, tinulak, ni-reset dito ni Flap TZ. Ladies and gentlemen, yung orange buff as Carl TZ will try to get Kiluwas in the bottom lane. Look at Tribo right now in the bottom side. That is the cut. Oh no! Team Bren Esports controlling this bottom side. Walang magawa ngayon. Walang magawa ngayon si Kiluwas. Meanwhile, naglolokohan lang sila dito sa mid lane. Nag-clear lang ng waves. But I think the problem here right now for Aura is that their bottom lane pilay na.
Tinignan ko dito yung galaw ng buong mapa. Ino-observe ko lang. Ang daming nangyayari, yet napaka-precise ng movement nila. Walang natatapon na galaw. There is a reason for everything that they're doing. Hindi lang sila basta-basta umiikot dahil trip lang nila. JP dito finds himself in a very bad spot once again.
Ang hirap talaga nung Feather Airstrike poke. Meron pang flame shot and that is the taunt from Rebo. That's what you get from the Gatot Kacha. Kiluwas forcing himself in the mid lane, clearing the bottom, Way of the Dragon, pero unfortunately hindi in range of the tower. Kiluwas falling low, mabubuhay pa ba siya? Yappy sir. Meanwhile, Raging Sandstorm para kay LBJ at eto na ata ang bawi ng side ng Aura pero nice. Ultimate para kay Flap TZ. Double kill para kay The King. Ganito nga ata, kalakas talaga ang Khalid. Men!
Rebo,
mabubuhay pa ba siya dito? Naku po. Kill BJ! we all thought that Bren na sana yung laban na yun. Pero KLBJ with this Khalil with a beautiful raging sandstorm, akala ko Flaptizi game na. Pero hindi. Nagbabalik na naman si The King.
Oh my
God.
Phew!
Pero hindi niya nakuha yung purple. Hindi niya nakuha yung purple, Butters.
Oy! Na-cyclone na si Cignal!
Oh
my God! Oh no! High level, Manjin. This is high level MLBB. Kung ikaw ay nanonood dyan at iniisip mo kung bakit nag-aaway sila, there is a reason why naglaban sila doon sa blue buff area na yon.
Yes.
3 minutes into the game, lagi nag-reset yung mga buffs natin. What Bren did, na-realize sila, hindi natin pwede ibigay kay JP to.
Hindi talaga.
So, ang ginawa nila, sinugod nila agad. JP got it, pero na-delay siya na na-delay dito.
Yeah.
And right now, there is an emphasis doon sa may turtle side naman.
Gusto ko yung ginagawa nila dito na talagang pinipersan nila yung laban. Ayun na nga yung Falling Star Moon mula dito kay Baptiste, pero normal pa rin si JP mula doon sa gilid. Few now with the Feather Airstrike, walang nagkapatayan. Both of these guys, they want to control the macro play. Mabalik tayo sa sinabi mo kanina, Butters, na yes, gusto lang sana cancelin ni Few dito yung purple take, pero nakakuha pa siya ng extra bonus dahil besides na nakapatay siya, nabuhay pa siya doon sa attempt ni Kiluwash na makill siya because of the Cyclone Eye. So right now, Bren, they are in control.
They are winning the war as well. Look at the bottom lane. Look at the top lane. Nawala na sila ng turret dito. And they lose another person. Nawala na naman si Kiluwash.
Oh my. I think pag umaabot din tayo sa bandang late game, kaya ako pumapabor sa lineup ng Bren, mas makunat sila because of the Hilda, Esmeralda, and Gatot Kacha. Pero nagme-make sense tong backshot pick for them to really burn down the sustain. But meanwhile, Flaptizi is too deep here in the mid lane. Mountain Shocker para makancel dito, but the King is here once again! Desert Tornado to sustain, but no! Hindi na kailangan dahil si Carl Tizzy ay meron ding panghiwa ng sarili niya. 5-3, hindi pa nababasag ang mid, pero Bren, inaabangan nila ngayon ang next purple at eto na yon.
They are really putting a lot of pressure dito sa may mid lane. They want to take this before the turtle goes up. No one is setting up at that certain area. Meron na huli dun sa may likod. Lusty dito is fighting 3 people and Avatar of the Guardian is there. They got the turret. Now that means straight to the turtle dito ang Bren Esports.
Straight to the turtle. Meron pa silang purple sa sarili nila kapag nakuha nila. Kailangan mag-make ng play ngayon ng team ang Aura PH. Pero wala na silang nagawa dahil sakto lumabas na rin yung orange buff. Tuloy-tuloy na pag-punish mula sa Bren. At dito mo malalaman na next level play talaga yung pag-master nila ng mga timings, ng mga objectives. Meanwhile, si Raplesha ay namumula na. The Poisons won't help him out. Habang si Lusty ang may iwan dito. Papasok si kaibigang Grid. Normal hits para kay JP. Raging Sandstorm in. Papasok pa. No! P-Ballers killing spree para kay Carl TZ.
Now, Manjin, habang nangyayari lahat yon, look at the buff dito ng Bren Esports. They're actually saving it para sa next labas dito ng turtle. Inaabangan nila yan, hindi nila muna kukunin yung red para yung fighting capability nila paglabas ng turtle, nandun pa rin at mas mataas pa rin sila dito sa Aura PH. Just because nanakaw nila yung red buff dito, yung orange buff dito ng Aura PH.
At sobrang dami nilang nanakaw to the point na okay lang kahit save muna natin yung atin. Extended buffs para dito sa Bren Esports. Men, tuloy-tuloy bigla yung pagkuha dito ng mga gold. And I think Aura PH, they're aware of this. That's why they're forcing team fights. Kasi kaya nila ng mga bandang early, but right now, without any damage in their kit, how can you fight this one? 34 seconds remaining para sa next turtle natin. Bren Esports, total control in the mid lane. We're going to the team fight once again. Blazing duet mula kay JP, targeting Cartesi. Cartesi! Mawawala siya dito, kinuha siya ni KLBJ. Habang skill was shutdown. Sumipa siya dito habang naka-shutdown na naman si Parsa. At eto na! The Aura PH Special!
Ito, lumabol yung gulo.
Wow! Flap easy! Slam dunk! huli ka ngayon. Hindi ka pwedeng gumulong-gulong dito. Sabi ni Flap Tizzy, Aura PH with the snap. Nakakuha sila dito ng onting counter go. Masyado bang malalim ang Brendon?
Masyadong malalim yung Bren. Tingnan mo yung ginagawa dito ni Kartzy. He went in for Grid. Si Grid may dash in din.
Oo.
Nung nangyari lahat yon, nabuwersa si Carl gamitin yung flicker niya para makaalis sa kamay ni JP, lalo na doon sa kanyang ultimate. But still, JP, may flicker din siya.
Oo nga may flicker din siya kaya na medyo nakawala. And habang nangyayari, yung Gillette instant replay natin, Butters, sumubok yung Bren, mag-counter go doon sa turtle. Sana na sinisave nila, which unfortunately nakuha ni Kiel BJ. I think the main problem here, Butters, is that hindi rin nila kagad ma-burst itong Khalid. Like what you said nung week number, actually nung day number 1, na baka itong hero na to ay talaga maging priority. At prioritize ngayon ng Aura PH.
Now, Kuya Manjin, the story of the game is Rebo has a lot to actually, you know, parang kailangan niya pang hawakan itong team niya. Kailangan niya dalhin yung team niya into disabling JP.
Totoo.
Yun yung isa sa mga pinakamagandang bagay na pwede niya magawa. Lalong-lalo na kapag na-timing niya ng tama yung Avatar of the Guardian doon sa may Blazing Duet. If mapwersa niya si JP na bumalik habang nandun siya sa Blazing Duet niya at pumasok siya, that is going to be a huge blow to the damage capability ng Aura PH.
Maraming pwedeng magawa talaga si Rebo dito. Ang dami niyang options to cancel that Blazing Duet and he can wait for the BMI out of JP. But then again, this is Aura PH when we're talking about Butters. They know their kits din. Alam din nila na pwedeng dumating yung Avatar of Guardian. Kaya siguro dinidisrupt din ni Raplisha yung every movements na gustong gawin ng Bren Esports. At ang crucial nun. Kiluwash, now falling down. Avatar of Guardian connecting. 1, 2, 3. Up! Pero nakukulang ata dito ang side ng Aura ng Bren Esports. Oh no! 3-on-2 ang nangyaring laban. Naman si Flap TC nandito na. Nakikipagbugbugan. Eto na nga. 4-on-3, ladies and gentlemen. Buhay pa rin dito si kaibigan GB pero hindi na. The Stardust Dance was enough to land in the damage. And ubos ang asawa mo. Wipe out. Aura PH falling down. Bren Esports. Just like that, not like this, sabi ng Aura. Mukhang kukunin na nila ang Game 1. Mr. 5 minutes, hindi na kailangan. Tapos ang laban.
And high level of MLBB it is, ladies and gentlemen. Isang mali, tapos ang laro.
Man, I feel na both of the teams, nagkaroon sila ng mga mistakes. Pero, ikaw na nagsabi, one good Avatar of Guardian from the Doctor himself. Hindi man nakita sa camera, pero kitang-kita sa minimap yung pag 2-on-3 fight dito ng side ng Bren with that clutch Avatar of Guardian getting